been mostly entertaining so far. Andy Hamilton, 3-0 win over Dennis Smith, but freezing outside. That did very little to raise the temperature in here. Not a good match to start things off. This should be a bit more lively. Matt Padgett making his debut at the Worlds, taking on Mohiro Hashimoto, the Japanese qualifier. Prelim match. Mark Durbridge, Alex Roy, should be fantastic. Last year's finalist Simon Willock in action against Steve Evans, the Welshman, and Gary Anderson rounding off the night, taking on Padgett or Hashimoto. We'll ignore that last match because it wasn't too clever, but what about the Durbridge-Alex Roy game? We're looking forward to that, and that should be exciting.
Yeah, it should be, Dave, because Alex Roy's come through the qualifiers. I mean, he's been on the circuit a long time, but to come through that qualifiers, you've got to play some great darts because it really is a quality field. If he wins that first set, he's a sort of player that gets up there, he buzzes about, he likes the crowd, and he'd be hard to pull back. But, you know, Durbridge, we've seen flashes of him, he, you know, lost in the final here and the match play one year. There's flashes of Flash coming back. So Eric went for Alex Roy, so I'm going to go that Durbridge is going to win that.
Later on, we've got Willock and Anderson as well, two potential world champions this year.
No question. Gary Anderson, we've seen him play some fantastic darts. When he won that tournament in Holland a few years ago, if he got that form, and the only thing that's missing in his locker, he's taken out doubles at crucial times, where Whitlock does take them doubles out at crucial time.
And Gary Anderson will face the winner of our next match, Matt Padgett, Morihiro Hashimoto. A lot at stake for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, a big game for young Matt especially. I mean, he's come through the qualifiers. He's a young man just coming into the game first year. But this Hashimoto plays a lot of soft tip, and he's a very, very good player on soft tip, but he's just come over the steel tip. So don't write him off, that's for sure.
MC is John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action, coming to you live from the Alexandra Palace. It's the Ladbrokes.com World Darts Championship, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. Well, this is a preliminary match, and would you please welcome both players from Japan. It's Morihiro Hashimoto and Captain Matt Padgett.
See Matt Padgett there drinking in the atmosphere, making his debut at the World Championship. Your commentary team, Rod Studd and Nigel Pearson.
Yes, and the players here fighting for the right to face Gary Anderson. Step tonight here at the Alexandra Palace. Morihiro Hashimoto, the Yoga, 33 years of age, and from Okayama in Japan. This man, Matt Padgett, the captain, from Ilkeston, 28 years of age, lost to Wayne Jones in the UK Open in the summer. Actually started playing darts when he was on holiday in Ayia Napa. I bet the weather was a little bit different then than it is outside tonight, Rod Studd.
Just a bit, Nigel. Just a bit. It's cold outside, but it's hot, hot, hot here at the Alexandra Palace. Padgett from Ilkeston in Derbyshire rather snuck into the tournament. He played in the final qualifier, got to the final of that, lost to Alex Roy, but has earned his spot in this prelim round because the Russian Andrei Rashnikov ran into visa problems. He couldn't play, so Padgett has pinched the final spot, snuck in, and now a chance to do a bit of damage. Got to beat so first. The Japanese qualifier, he defeated Haruki Muramatsu, who we saw in this tournament last year, and he won his prelim game against Christoph Chukmapol before losing to Ronnie Baxter. So, you know, we've seen what the Japanese can do, and Padgett will have to be on his game tonight.
Certainly will. It's a race to 4 legs. It's the short format. No margin for error for these two players. Gary Anderson awaits the winner then. Morihiro Hashimoto and Matt Padgett, preliminary round game in the Ladbrokes.com World Darts Championship.
First leg, Matt 2.
Now, Anderson a while ago, Nigel, he admitted that he doesn't know a fat lot about either of these two players. Seen Padgett play a little bit on the circuit, hasn't played against him, and hasn't seen Hashimoto play either, but he was just saying that the potential for growth in the Far East, in China and Japan, in darts is absolutely enormous. The population over there is so vast, you'd only need a very small percentage of the population to start playing, and they could do some serious damage with some serious
59.
players. Absolutely, it's a point well made, Rod, because it is a global game these days. He's got plenty of support here at the Alexandra Palace tonight as well. This man, Matt Padgett, really looking good early on here. Lovely darts, and I said that Jamie Caven and Colin Osborne pushed him to turn professional. They were big influences on his decision to take the plunge, to go professional. Target for 2011 for Padgett to break into the top 64. So he's got his targets already, and how he'd love to go forward and face Anderson tonight.
85.
His third dart, making his marks in the early stages of the match.
Very good. Really is great credit to all the fans that have turned out in force here tonight, as Dave Clark mentioned earlier. Terrific turnout in difficult conditions, and it just underlines how passionate people are about this wonderful, wonderful game. Hashimoto now in trouble in the first leg of this preliminary round clash. Padgett sat on 98 on his next visit.
Yeah, he do go behind earlier this. A long road back because it's a short format. Saw Roland Shelton go 2 down last night in his quali game, got through. Padgett still has a chance to wrap this up this visit. Well, he won't do that, but 20 will leave tops.
58.
Hashimoto out of range.
This man actually played Ronnie Baxter in the Las Vegas Players Championship last year, 2009. And he ran him close, he only missed out 6-5 against the Rocket in Vegas. So Hashimoto can play all right, but Padgett needs tops.
Useful. First dart at the target. Now double 10. Early jitters on the doubles, perhaps. 3 darts missed at double. Could pay.
A reminder, first to 4 legs, no margin for error. Which way will Hashimoto go now? Bullseye to steal the leg from Padgett. Oh,
56.
How close was that? Width of the wire away.
20.
And now, Matt Padgett with a golden opportunity, sat on double 10. There's the target, and he gets there. He'll breathe a huge sigh of relief, Matt Padgett. He needed that. 3 missed shots at a double, and finally, he makes the breakthrough.
Yeah, on double 10. Most left-handers like double 10. It's the equivalent of a right-hander's double 8. Coming next,
85.
Mark Dubrin's former runner-up in this championship, 05 against Alex Roy. Could be corker. That is up on the oche after these two.
Yep, Alex Roy, a man from the south, hugely popular character, and did get to that final of the qualifier at Derby, and actually beat Matt Padgett in that final. And Matt did actually admit that he was mentally and physically shot to pieces ahead of that final after he'd got there. Hashimoto playing some nice darts here though, Rob.
Yeah, if he'd taken out that bull at the end of that leg, we could be having a very different conversation. Padgett held on in that leg, but
42.
this has got all the signs of going level at 1-all. Short game, and understandably both players edgy. Padgett was saying this is the biggest day of his darting life by an absolute mile. He's under a lot of pressure. Well, he's way behind on the averages.
100.
The stat that really matters is the one to the right of their name, legs.
Arizona Padgett has said that he's had a shocking year until qualifying for the Ali Pali. He's been experimenting with throws, grips and flights. But here he is. He's qualified for the biggest show on World Darts. Do with a decent score here, Padgett. Hashimoto apparently at the moment having the leg under control. First to 4 will go through to face Gary Anderson.
58.
And as you said earlier, Rod, it really is the biggest night of these fellas' career. Hashimoto hunting down 116. Treble 20, double 18, he can go now. Double 18 for a 116 checkout.
98.
Nice effort.
Well, he'll be back. Padgett, one of a growing band of left-handers on the circuit. We've seen Mark Webster already this week looking high class. And we'll see the number 1 left-hander in the world on Monday, James Wade, second favourite for this title. Hashimoto, second favourite for this match at the moment. Can he hit double 9?
To level the match. Getting closer. But he's not got a perfect view of double 9. There's plenty. Oh, beautifully done. Wasn't the best of views, and it looked as though he got it in the hardest place of all. There was a bit of room at the top of the bed, but well, Hashimoto with a lovely finish, and it's level at 1 leg apiece.
Yeah, it wasn't the best of views, but
60.
in the end, it was as pretty as a Caribbean sunset, Nigel. Aye, aye. Well, 1-1, so effectively now a race to 3 legs. Best of 5 legs. It's a huge prize, isn't it? Gary Anderson, and who knows what after that. They come to see the wizard, Nigel, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. It's on later, Simon Whitlock.
Well, Whitlock, desperate later to prove that last year's appearance in the final was no fluke. And a terrific atmosphere here. Everybody enjoying themselves, and this man, Hashimoto, 33 years of age.
100.
Not bad, playing some decent stuff here.
He wasn't in the Japanese World Cup team that we saw in action up in the northeast a couple of weeks ago. Didn't qualify for that. They were knocked out by Spain. Del Boy and Rodney. Next time next year, Nigel, they'll be millionaires.
61.
Whoever wins this will be well on the way as well. The tournament, 200 grand to the winner at the end of this great championship. Most importantly, though, the title of champion of the world.
60.
Well, all the characters are out in force here tonight, folks. It's party time at the Palace. But up there on stage, it's deadly serious.
66.
With a place in the first round proper of the Ladbrokes.com World Darts Championship on the line. Padgett, a face full of concentration, 2 in, and a nice steady ton 40 for Padgett, just to calm the nerves a little bit.
Well, he's left in bingo terms, 2 fat ladies. Let's see if he can come back for this 88 to go, 2-1 in front. Treble 20, the first target for the man from Ilkeston.
68 remaining. Well,
48.
Bit of a gamble that, because 18 ball was on offer, but he's taken the risk that Hashimoto won't go out on 155. Well, he's got that right. He's not going out on 155, so Padgett has gambled and has given himself the chance to win on double top.
So Padgett
84.
sat on tops now for a 2-1 lead and halfway to victory. There's the target. It's a nice marker for the man from Ilkeston. Big shot coming in for a 2-1 lead. Oh, third time of asking. That's more like it from the captain, Matt Padgett. A shocking year up until the moment he qualified for this moment. And he's turning his year around